Hi, I'm Bill Moore, and I'm on a mission to add alpha to your trading through the power of relative value analysis. If you're looking for more candlestick patterns, then this is not for you. But if you're ready to take it to the next level and trade like a professional, stick around. As we discussed last week, we are leaving the energy sector for a little while, and we're going to jump into the industrial sector. And inside of that sector, we went down to chemicals. So I've made a basket with 40 some odd symbols that are all chemicals, and I ran that with no filters whatsoever. So we have every possible pair available in this basket. Then I went in and tested it with some higher correlations, 0.8 here, RW coefficient 0.8, number of winners was 3, expectation values, we made those at 5% up and down. And when we ran that, we got a nice little group of things. But the one that jumped out at me is the one down here with 6 winners in the past. That's always a good sign. And an expectation value of over 7%. Also a good sign. So let's take a closer look at this one. This is exactly the kind of picture that we would like to see. Everything looks very nice with this. The track record crossed outside the second standard deviation 6 times, profitably returned to the mean 6 times. Perfect, an absolutely perfect track record. So take a look here. The correlation is just barely within our parameters, right? We set the filter for 0.8 and it's 0.801. The RW coefficient also is just within the acceptable standards, but well, that's where we set the filter, and this passes muster just barely. But the picture itself is beautiful, and the track record is also perfect. So let's go take a look at this in the Observe page. Notice it's got a slight drift up, so the second standard deviation line is up here a little ways, and yet the height that we're at right now is right exactly where it's been hitting in the past couple of years before it turned around. Now, it hasn't turned around yet. The trend indicator still says it's heading up, and it is heading up. I'm going to keep a close eye on this one, and if it even looks like it's going to turn around, I'm going to go ahead and put this trade on. So let's take a look at hitting probabilities. Where are we here? So, as we would expect from that picture, a very strong tendency towards mean reversion. The current price is 13.57. It's a short, as we saw. We've got the Monte Carlo simulation set to run 10,000 times. Let's run it, see what we get. So this is saying 83.5%, 84% of the time in 30 days we should be below that number. That's, again, as those of you who've watched these things, that's not that strong of a number. But it's still a good number compared to most people's trading. The target price of 501, okay, it's saying you're going to hit it half the time in 34 days, but the mode is only 15 bars. So that is suggesting that when it is well behaved, it's going to get there in only a few weeks. And so we will keep an eye on it and see how we're doing, in half of this time, this 30-day time frame. So overall, this looks very good. I think we're going to make this the recommendation of the day. So let's jump back over here. So today's recommendation is LYB POL. It has a correlation of 0.8. The RW coefficient here is 0.67. And the ratio that we're going to trade is 2.5. Okay? It has a perfect track record. And it looks very good over here, with the exception of the fact that it's still moving up a little bit, and so we're going to watch it before we put it on. So today's recommendation, LYB minus 2.5 of POL. It is a short, so for every share of LYB that you sell, you're going to buy 2.5 shares of POL. Good luck with your trading.